watching a CNN-IBN special and I'm on a mission right here in the forests of Goa, which is being lost to mindless destruction. The mines that you can see behind me are virtually choking the lives of the people around here. Let's find out how. In Colombo village, one of the loudest voice of protest against the mining companies was Dumaine D'Souza. Her fields are right at the bottom of the Fomento mines. Agitations and dharnas are not new to this feisty lady. She's been detained by the police and been injured in a confrontation. But it's only when I walk with her to her fields do I realize where the problem lies. She shows me how the dust-laden crops are no longer productive.
When the rain comes, the silt flows down and it causes damage to our crops.
Every mining site I visit across Goa seems beyond redemption. A comparison of the sectors which contribute the most to Goa's economy gives the real picture. Sectors like mining net only 4% of the state domestic product. But the damage to the forest is huge, marking the ecological footprint to 8%. While Goa's manufacturing industry nets 29% of the SDP and dent the forest with a tiny ecological footprint of a mere 0.6%. Despite this, the mining sector thrives on huge subsidies from the government. And what goes unaccounted for are the losses borne by farmers like Shanta Velip. And I'm here to meet Shanta Velip to find out why is he so angry towards the mining company. He claims that it's the production of cashew which is being affected. And he's going to take us to the forest to find out just how. His cashew crop has fallen to a mere 50% from last year. A victim of the siltation from the mines, Shanta Velip takes us into his fields and shows us the problems. ये क्या है? किस चीज का पेड़ है ये?
ये कैजू ट्री का है।
अच्छा, तो क्या हुआ क्या है यहाँ पर?
ये माइन से डस्ट उस पर गिर जाता है और वो नष्ट हो जाता है।
अच्छा, तो ये लेकिन कब से हो रहा है? जब
वो माइन स्टार्ट हुआ ना तब से ज्यादा हो गया है।
Farmers are not the only victims of mining. It's time now to head to Pisule village, which has no drinking water anymore. That's the paradox about mining. It's supposed to cause development in a village. But as I cycled through Pisule village, I found something entirely contradictory. Rows and rows of blue buckets outside every house. And every single person here is now an environmental refugee. ये क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग?
यहाँ हम पानी ले रहे हैं।
क्यों?
यहाँ पानी की कमी है।
तो ये टैंकर कंपनी से आता है?
हाँ, ये कंपनी का टैंकर आता है और हर दिन हमको पानी देके जाता है और इस पे हमको डिपेंड रहना पड़ता है। और जो कि यहाँ के वेल्स थे वो पूरे ड्राई हो गए।
So why is every single well in Pisule village dry? The answer lies in the very method of mining. Today, all mining is a mechanized operation, and as the machines dig well below the water table, water from adjacent areas flows into the mining pit, which then has to be drained out. The result, the entire groundwater table is empty and the village wells dry.
The well is totally dry. This happens because of mining. We used to get water from this well, and all the religious over this. All rites we used to perform our pujari from this well. Now we have to totally depend on the tankers water.
But mining affected Hanuman Parab in more ways than one. He leads me to what used to be his paddy fields.
Due to mining activities, all the drawbacks of mining affects our paddy field from last 1995 onwards. Earlier we used to take two crops, Rabi and Kharif. But now last 1995 onwards, the land is barren and we cannot take a cultivation because the silt is there, heavy silt. You can see in our paddy field here. We have given this silt for soil testing at Goa Pollution Control Board.
Mining also took its toll on his health. He is suffering from tuberculosis and asthma. As I watch him take his medicines, I realize he is not alone. Across Goa, in villages close to mines, respiratory diseases are common. It's virtually impossible to breathe on all these roads where these trucks ply, carrying millions and millions of tons of iron ore. And it seems hard to believe that the government of Goa has not undertaken even one comprehensive study to examine the health impacts on the lives of people around here of all the dust that is spewed out from these trucks. A study conducted by Terry in 1997 found that the SPM, or suspended particulate matter, was far above the permissible standards. And they would be, given that roughly 33 million tons of minerals transit through the state of Goa. That would mean over 7,000 trucks each day travelled on the roads meant for people. As I leave this village and its people, across Goa, the battle lines are drawn. Local communities fighting to save their land and forests, and mining companies struggling to deal with this upsurge. Is there a scope for a resolution? All this after the break.